YouTube, of course. I thought, why not have like a weekly book of the week? So this is the book of the week club. Okay, and this is an awesome book. It's called She Comes First, The Thinking Man's Guide to Pleasuring a Woman, and it's by a PhD, Ian Kerner. And I just thought I would bring this book up because I remember it being very helpful to me a while back, but I think it's more helpful to men actually than anybody else. Christian, I'm talking about a book. Okay, first I gotta put somebody in time out because this guy's an asshole. Why would you come on here and be mean to me? Okay. And okay, I'm going back to YouTube because Instagram tends to have more people that come on and just act like dicks. Okay, let's see. We got Eric, Chad, Vincent, Common Man, and Sosa Boy. Let's see. I need help. Wish I could find someone out there who I could have sex with without feeling hurting. Oh, we're still talking about this. Oh boy. Sosa Boy, I told you to go on my Patreon page or my website and sign up for some coaching so we can talk about this. Maybe this will help you. Maybe this is the perfect thing for you, Sosa Boy. Okay, so what do you think this means? She comes first. The thinking man's guide to pleasuring a woman. Why is the tongue mightier than the sword? So Sosa Boy, hi Elliot. Sosa Boy, this is what you should be focusing on. Can everybody see this? She comes first. This is going to help you more than worrying about hurting them when you actually penetrate them. If you could get her to come first, she's going to be wanting more of you to enter her. And you don't need to enter her at full speed ahead either. So Sosa Boy does that make sense to you at all, what I'm trying to say? But let's get back to the topic of the day. She comes first. It's a bedtime story or a morning story. Okay, so Edward is asking questions about she's going to meet a friend that loves cock. What is the first thing I can say to her to turn her on? Why don't you bring up this book? Okay, this book is, everybody can see it. It's a guide about oral sex and the importance of it and how you can learn how to do it. I mean, a lot of people ask me how to do it. I'm not the authority. This guy is. This guy is going to teach you everything you need to know. So I'm going to start reading just the jacket to you. It says that, as every woman will attest, when it comes to understanding female sexuality, most guys know more about what's under the hood of a car than under the hood of a clitoris. And while it seems that men have struggled valiantly since the dawn of time to find ways to reliably elicit the female orgasm, where is the guy who has the modesty to ask, what do I do? Ironically, the answer has always been right there on the tip of his tongue. Welcome to the world of She Comes First, where the mystery of female satisfaction is solved and the tongue is proven mightier than the sword. Okay, so this book is going to teach you how to go down on a woman. It's going to give you all the tips that you have been wanting to know about pleasing a woman, because as much as you think you know every woman is different. So she's going to have to help you out with that aspect. But this is the general guidebook. This is like if you bought a car, you have a specific owner's manual for the car, right? So this is it, okay? And like he said, most guys know what's under the hood of a car, but they won't be able to tell you how to please a woman with oral sex. So I think it'd be great. So Patches says, I do this for hours when I'm with a queen and love every minute of it. I mean, that is the point. The point is that you will start loving it, because if you're a generous person, you're going to want to please your partner. And the more that your partner gets pleased, the more it's going to turn you on. And then both of you guys are going to really have a much better time than if you just get right into it by yourself. You know what I'm saying? Hi, KarenLee. Hi, Kay Smitty. Kay Smitty says, hi, KarenLee. So if you're just joining me, make sure that you give the thumbs up. Now, Eric says, I don't need no book to tell me how to suck pussy. Yes, you do, Eric. Eric, everybody can learn. Even the masters can learn. Believe me, you need to learn. And as much as you think you're awesome at licking pussy, the partners that you're with might tell you that they're enjoying it, and you might be the best at it from miles around, but you can always have room to grow. Let's see. Okay, where were we? Thoughts on cream pies. Again, okay, so the juice. My thought on cream pie is this first. Make sure that you are pleasing her. Do you understand why you need to please her first? Okay, so let's go down just the basic route. The basic route is that if you are doing anything with a woman, she needs to have a lot more foreplay than you do. And that's going to increase the odds of her having an orgasm. And if she has an orgasm first, her body's going to make contractions. Her vagina is going to contract. She's going to want you inside of her. And that's going to give you all your cream pies and all the ability to, if you're too large, to get in there at an easier and more comfortable pace for her. Hey, Bryson. Eric, I know you know what you're doing, but believe me, there's always room for more. What about those of you who don't know what they're doing? Bringing her to tears of joy and her emotion explodes is a great feeling. She will open up more in her life than ever before. Exactly, Pachis. But again, part of it is communicating too, you know, because everybody likes something different. Just like you like something different when you're getting a blowjob, right? But you would like it if the woman knew from a book how to give a blowjob, correct? Eric, do you agree that it would be awesome if you had a woman with you who really, really knew how to give a blowjob? Eric, I lick it more than having sex. Yeah, I mean that's part of it, but it's not really about it's not necessarily quantity as much as it's quality as well. So we want to work on both of those aspects. Can we buy it in W.H. Smith, KarenLee? Yeah, but it's on Amazon. So I would just go to Amazon, and I got a link in right here. I'm going to put it right on my. I'm going to give you this. It's cheap. It's like, I don't know, $12 or something on Amazon. Steve, I'm teaching you right now. Stephen Air 1 said he'd like me to teach him, but I'm saying this is the best I can do to teach you. Thoughts on anal sex. Before you think about anal sex, let's talk about just focusing step by step by step. See, I think one thing, especially young guys, don't realize is sex can you can take your time with it. Just don't rush into it. Take your time, enjoy it. You know, I mean, there's no cap banging. You love it. There's no reason. What did I click on? I don't know, Jammer. If you don't know what I am, I'm just a normal person talking about sex. And I'm not here to show off my boobs. Am I a cougar? Yeah. In my redefining it to be a confident, older, unique, genuine, assertive, and racy woman, yes. Thank you for the hearts. Okay. Eric, you're 39. I can show you better than telling you. Okay. Okay. Kay Smitty, I would love to learn how to lick or suck pussy, but the woman I tried to get would rather go out with my money than go out with me. Ugh. Kay Smitty, please. That's it. It's got to be better than that. You're definitely, something's not right. You've got to be looking for a different woman, or you've got to be expressing yourself differently. Something's got to change, because that doesn't sound like you're with the right person if she wants money rather than oral sex. So let's try to break that down. And Kay Smitty, I told you before, I would love to help you on my Patreon page. And if for you guys on Instagram and for YouTube, my Patreon is where I do private coaching, and I also will message you back and forth, and you could support me both, in a way that I can buy new equipment, and also I know that you are very enthusiastic about what I'm doing by helping me out. And you could see exclusive videos and pictures there. This is what I purchased with my money from Patreon. This is the Canon G7X, and it's awesome. And if you want to see me in a typical day, I just put a video out about my day is Cinco de Mayo and about what happened at the beginning of the day when the fire alarm kept going off. So it's kind of funny. It's a vlog, and if you guys like my vlogs, please let me know in the comment section below. I'm going to try to do one weekly vlog, which is like about my day or days, and then it's going to go to Patreon first, and then it'll go to YouTube. Let's see. Follow me, Blake. Eric Blake. Okay, Case Mini. What could you expect? Those are broken women. I can't find the right woman. Sorry, Brendan. We're still here. Don't worry. Hi, Bonker. Let's see. So, what can we do about Case Smitty's problem of looking for the right woman? So, all right. So, Case Smitty, let's do some soul searching and try to figure out what's going on. Are you always attracted to the same type? And is that type a bitch? Because if she is and she's only like a gold digger and only looking for your money, then we need to switch gears. And that's why I want to talk to you personally, because this is too hard because I don't know enough about you, except that I know that you are here because you want to get help or that you just like hanging out. Appreciate you, KarenLee, for all your postings. You seem like an amazing lady. Thank you. Patches. Is it Patches? I pay any cost, Karen, for help. Money is no problem. Sosa boy. Please go to my Patreon page then. Patreon is here. And you can look me up. And there are all different tiers on Patreon of ways that I can help you. And I would be happy to help you because I do help a lot of guys. I message guys back and forth. I'm trying to be as quick and responsive as I can to all the Patreons, and I think you guys would all love it. So it's a great way to support what I do, and I'm able to interact with you and know that you are my very special peeps then. Okay, so oh my goodness, let's see. Cap banging, it's all about the feeling. Let's see, where can I find your book at? Oh, okay, so this is not my book. This is a book by Ian Kerner. And if you go to KarenLee Potter on YouTube, it will be there. It's in the description box. Eating pussy is an art, Gary. Exactly, it's an art. And you wouldn't want to start painting oil paintings without having the right tools and the knowledge of what to do. So although you might have been with hundreds, maybe thousands of women, you still can learn a little more. Love the top today, Brendan. Oh, thank you. Clifton, you want a private session. How much is your private session? Oh, okay, so there's different tiers on Patreon, but if you want private coaching, it's $25. So just go to my website and sign up, and we'll arrange a time that I can coach you privately. Okay, let's see where we are. I got bills to pay. I'll try my best to get on Patreon. Yeah, Case Smitty, I mean, for a little as $5 a month, I'm sure you've thrown out $5. You can message me back and forth, and I would definitely think I could help you. Let's see. When did your sexy book come out? Elliot, this is not my book. This is a book by a guy named Ian Kerner. It's been out for a while. Let's see. He came out with this book back in, I know I read it literally 15 years ago, maybe. I mean, let's see, 2004. 2004 it came out. And I just love the way he said that most guys know more about what's under the hood of a car than what's under the hood of the clitoris. I love that. Let's see. I'd rather have lots of girlfriends than just, and I'll rather have lots of girlfriends than just one beautiful woman. Am I single? No, I live with a guy. And I can't DM anybody. And I don't want any pictures, please. And my girlfriends are not interested in pictures either. Please tell the old lady that old lady likes to sex with young gay. Okay, this guy has to be put in the timeout too. Okay. All right. So, I do not get the whole joining me on these live streams if you don't want to hear what I have to say or you're just being rude. So, if you're rude and you're going to be here making rude comments to me, I will block you and report you. So, please try to be polite because I'm trying to be nice to you. Here we go. Gary Griggs says, experience comes with time and patience, just like good wine. Exactly. Good wine, older women, we have a lot to offer. And I'm here just because I really feel that this is a great community to be in. I mean, it's really nice to be talking to people from all over the world, making new friends, and talking about dating and sex. Hi, Journey. I'm glad you joined me too. Let's see. Jay Davis. Suck pussy is not a very way to say it. What are you asking, Jay Davis? Journey Trial says, hi. Con, as you looking damn sexy. Thank you. Thank you. Your videos are helpful. Thank you, Clifton. Great. I'm glad that they are. Hi, Paul. You read that book too. Okay. I think I'll have to, I've always been vocal during love making, asking her what feels the best to her. You're right. Number 2, ladies are the same. So I asked them to direct me until, oh, you're right. No 2 ladies are the same. Exactly, Jay Davis. No 2 ladies are the same. And I think that the main thing though is to, okay, so a book like this one will give you the general guidelines, and then you have to get the specifics, like when you buy something like a car or a new washing machine, you know the general things from the owner's manual, but you know, once you get used to your particular machine, your particular car, in way it functions, way, you know, the brakes work or whatever, then you start fine tuning it, right? Like I know that like even with a Porsche, they teach you, even though you know how to drive a car, you have to go to Porsche driving school. I don't know if that's a good analogy, but whatever. Let's see. Just want a woman to, I just want to feel a woman fully. Never have. I'm 35 years old, cursed with this huge thing, and can't even hide in my slacks. Sosa boy, I will help you, and believe me, a lot of guys wish they were in your situation. But I understand because I've been with guys that have been very, very large, and they can put people in the hospital, so I get it. I love sucking pussy from the back. Eric, yeah, I mean, there's all different ways to do things, and why would or should I read a book a guy writes? Would a lady be better? No, actually, I think that this guy has interviewed enough women and found out what they liked, and that's why he's got a PhD. You know, he received his doctorate in clinical sexology from the American Academy of Clinical Sexologists, where he's on the faculty. He's a graduate of Brandeis University. Anyway, I think you can have a male or a woman teach you the tips and the techniques. Like, I mean, I don't know. I've had girls teach classes in blowjobs and hand jobs, and they seem to know what they're doing. So you don't necessarily have to be of that sex. I remember when I was working in a gay bar, and the gay guys were saying, you should be gay because you could teach other women, or you know what women want more than I would as a guy, and vice versa. But I didn't necessarily agree with that because I think that every woman would have to communicate what she wants. And just so it doesn't matter if you're, you know, gay or straight, the point is that you should be able to communicate what you want. This is kind of far-fetched what I'm talking about, but I think you guys understand what I'm saying. I wonder why it seems like some men here feel threatened that I suggest getting some help with this. I mean, I think it's macho to say, oh, I'm the best at, you know, giving oral sex to women and eating pussy and all that, but it really takes a man to say, as much as I think I'm great at it, I can get a little bit better. like practice makes perfect, right? And let's see. Lots of people are talking here. Interesting topic. Oh, definitely. Okay. Sometimes people think I'm erect when I'm on the L. It's just regular. Oh, so. If they had a pussy eating contest, we go come first. Okay. Give that man a bell. Oh, okay. Let's see. Tom says, it is so gratifying to me when a lady bucks like a bronco when I'm performing oral. So much fun. Okay. Uh, does being a virgin, good question, does being a virgin a turnoff for older women? No, it's not a turnoff at all. It's, might as well learn from a pro, I guess. And it's probably going to be something that she will be happy to help you with, as long as you're an enthusiastic learner and willing to, start fresh. And you are in a perfect, like she can mold you like a piece of clay. Why would or should I read a book? A guy? Okay, we already read that question. Every fold and crevice around her pussy inside her tells so many stories and emotions. Her body will tell you all her feelings. Ah, poetic, Patches. Let's see. All right, Eric's giving exact lessons here on, let's see, 2 fingers up in the pussy, pull your hands back, and you go hit the G-spot every time. See, Eric, this is why I think you should read the book. The G-spot is another way that women get stimulated, but I'm going to go on record as saying 90% of women need to have the clitoris stimulated over their G-spot. Okay, you can get both stimulations going, but it'd be like trying to get you off without touching your penis and touching other erogenous zones of your body. It's going to be tough to do that, right? So the clitoris, that thing that's like, I guess it looks like right here, kind of. That thing, that's what you want to work on. Oh, everyone likes your poetic statement, Patches. Vincent likes it. Now Brendan is asking what you're talking about with the folds. So Brendan, the vulva, see, I got yelled at even from Nina Hartley, who said she doesn't like it when people call it vagina, because the vagina is actually just the opening where you stick your dick in. The rest of the vagina, the rest of the woman's body, the whole vulva, the lips, there's different lips, inner and outer, all that makes up the whole situation here, okay? So it kind of looks like this right here. But anyway, I just thought it would be a good idea to bring this up. Nort Dude, am I ever in Chicago? Yes, I live part-time in Chicago and part-time here in Los Angeles. Older women do have a lot to offer. Your videos are helpful. Thank you, Mike. I need to get some positive reinforcement from you guys on Instagram, because of the fact that I had 2 or 3 people I've already had to ban from this Instagram feed because they're acting like assholes. I have to be myself to handle a beautiful cougar like you, baby cornbread. Okay, thank you. Any chance to have sex with me? No, probably not. Let's see. Your opinion on my side view. I don't know what that means. I got eating pussy is an art. It's not about you at all. It's about showing how much you're willing to please. Yes. Ding, ding, ding. Yes. Okay, back to my YouTubers here. I watch Real Sex on HBO. Yeah, that's cool, but it's a start. I'm not saying you have to only read this book. I don't make any, well, actually, if you use my link, I will make a slight commission, like $1 or something, if you use the link. But the truth of the matter is, this is not the only book. There are many, many books out there written by men and women about oral sex and pleasing a woman. So I would suggest there's a whole thought process here. One, know what all the parts of the vagina is. You need to start with that, okay? Know that women are up here more than they are anywhere else. So before you even start eating pussy, Make sure that you've done a lot of the foreplay, the kissing, the talking, the affection, the other erogenous zones of the body, from head to toe. There are so many different erogenous zones of a woman's body. So start with all that before you go down there. As a matter of fact, I interviewed some women who were gay, by the way, and they talked about the sensual massage and how much importance is to warming up the whole ass of a woman. Like, you just massage the ass of a woman and like gets all the blood flow there, and then go and start working on the front. So you know what I'm saying? So you want to do all that stuff before you start going in for the it's like, I know men would think, I would just love it if my girl just whipped out, like just whipped my pants off and started giving me a blowjob. That's the way men think. Women don't think that way. There's a whole process that goes in. I kind of wish I was like a guy that like, oh, well, I just needed someone to just go down on me, but that's not what it's like with women. So we have a complicated thing going on in our brain. And you guys have to know that if you really, really want to be good in bed. Like Paul says, chew the inside of her thighs, those kind of stuff. So let's see, Brendan, when a girl gets a pierced pussy, it's not her pussy, right? It's her hood. Yeah, probably. Do I do seminars to help people just wondering? So boy, yeah, I'm doing it right now. But I will be speaking at the seduction. At a seduction, I forgot the name of it, conference in September, this weekend of September 24th in Los Angeles, but I will give you all that information later. Let's see, the book is considered the bar that others have to reach with their books. Oh, interesting. Thank you, Paul. What's your thoughts on touching during sex, Karen? Vincent, my thoughts are that you must touch during sex. Touch what during sex? I think it's super important to touch everything. Like, okay, so I interviewed a porn star named Derek Pierce, and he said most guys think nipple, vagina, the triangle, okay? Nipple, pussy. And then he said what he does is he does everything else besides that. So you do everything else first. Don't touch the nipples or the pussy. Don't. Start with everything else but that. Then start going into that aspect. Okay, so I'm not saying don't touch it and don't think about it, but if you want to be really good at this, this is like literally stuff that they should teach every freaking male out there. But you should definitely, the name of this thing is the most important thing about the whole book. She comes first. Okay? Now, he spelled comes this way, C-O-M-E-S, which means that maybe put her needs first, but it also can be a double entendre, C-U-M-S, meaning that she has the orgasm first. You want her to have the orgasm first. Why? Can anybody tell me why we want her to have the orgasm first? I should have talked about this from the beginning. Nobody can tell me? Nobody can tell me why a woman should come first. You should be a guest on sorry about last night. You've got great content for the listeners, and those ladies are hilarious. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much, Brown Knows Best. I agree. No, I'm not single. Okay. So, how can I get an older woman to sleep with me? Go to my website, KarenLee Potter Harache Nikes, and buy my book called How to Catch a Cougar. That is the best 7 highly effective steps that you'll ever get to seducing an older woman, because you can get into the mindset of the cougar. Did that help you? If it did, thumbs up. By the way, if you're on YouTube and you have not put a thumbs up, please do. I need those, and I need comments. Comments are really important. It tells me what you guys like, what you don't like. I want to know if you want to see more of my vlogging, like the daily vlogs. If you want to see more live streams, what do you want on live streams? Thank you, Ante Anwar. Artie Anwar. I'm the best. Can you seduce a young guy? Can I seduce a young guy? Absolutely. I actually did seduce a young guy. I'm living with one. This shows you've actually made an effort to make sure she's satisfied. Absolutely, Russell. Yes. Russell answered the question. Russell gets an A. But it's also, Russell Jones, it's more than that. Hi, Eileen. It's more than that. The reason that you want her to come first is because, and I told you at the beginning of this, and I'm going to speak again about this later, her orgasm, when she orgasms, her vagina is going to, and I'm sure you guys have felt this before, but her vagina is going to go like this. It's going to contract. Okay? So say this is your, here. I'll bring out Petcock Willie for the demonstration. This is Petcock Willie. Okay? It's my paperweight that I got from the ladies at the Sexual Health Convention. Okay, so basically, when her vagina is contracting on this thing, and this thing being the cock, is going to feel it, and it feels good for you guys, and it feels good for her to have this thing inside of her. So that's why you want her to come first. So if she comes first, or even if you do it simultaneously, it's going to be so much more better when you guys are having intercourse. There goes Petcock Willie. Don't masturbate. I'm not masturbating. That was Petcock Willie and my tripod falling off my desk. Okay, I went over time. Gary, I got it. Okay, let's see what's going on. Bryson, I saw on how-to video with Nina Harley and others that you should start with thighs and massage it outside the vagina. Yes, Bryson, absolutely start there. You joined here, awesome, Gary Griggs. I'm glad you did that. Please go to my Patreon, Gary. I would love to have more people on my Patreon page. Patreon is where I interact the best with everyone, and it means you support me. All right, I have to go now. Thank you for saying I'm the sexiest MILF. Hi, Ronnie Official. I hate to say goodbye. I do need a blooper reel of this one. This is hilarious. Okay, so Jay Davis said, when they come first, it makes me feel better. It's my favorite part, like 5 times before she says good enough. Don't break the furniture, bonker. Oh my God. All right, I gotta run. So sorry that I have to leave you guys, but please join me on Patreon. I might start doing more live stuff there. And this is a way, at least if you're on Patreon, if something happens to YouTube, which could happen at any moment because they do crazy shit, like they don't recommend me anymore because I talk about sex. But this is a way that you will be able to not lose touch with me. I'll be able to have your email, and I'll know where you are, and I can send you stuff in case I get lost. And, I could get lost at any moment because that's me. I get lost in a paper bag. Anyway, don't forget to give this thumbs up if you're watching it later. Join me on Patreon. I love you all. Have a wonderful day, and